Hi Steve, hope you're well. Just checking in after the last 7 days of training. Training wise, it's been good. It's been a really, really good week. I think I pretty much managed to still make some progress, whether it was reps or weight on the bar or on the machines. I've just made a few notes here. With my kind of first session involving my chest, I think it's definitely a good idea to kind of stick to movements that are not give me any grief. The crossover was one initially that was okay, but as I've started to crank the weight up, it has been giving me a little bit of pain. So what I did this week is I just basically did 5 sets of incline Smith, and I could pretty much push those 5 sets to 0 reps in reserve basically without I can slightly feel it, but there was nothing I was ever worried about. So that's a real good movement for me, I think, in terms of my chest development. I did kind of 5 sets of that. I think I'm supposed to be doing 2 and then 3 crossovers, so I just did 5 and got some real good kind of chest pump out of that. Stupidly, I was doing my hip thrusts and I was supposed to be on 100 and I ended up putting 110 on the bar. So my reps were a little bit low on that. One thing I'm pretty pleased with is my chins. So I did chins I think I did them on Saturday morning and I managed to get 13 out. I've got a video that I'll send you my technique so you can have a look at that, but I'm pretty happy that I'm kind of getting 13 chins out. In terms of my front foot elevated split squat, I think I had 18 in each hand, which is progression again, but I am finding it quite difficult now with the balance when I'm doing that movement. So may look to maybe move on to a Smith machine if you think that's better, or I'm open to advice on that and feedback. So training's been good. I'm not too sure what you want to do in terms of next week, whether you want to put me on a deload. We have just booked a trip to Mallorca in 8 weeks' time, so mentally in my head I want to really kind of push it on for the next 8 weeks. I think like I said to you last week, I didn't have anything, I wasn't looking to compete. I didn't have any kind of holidays booked, so for me it was more about just kind of getting back into my training, learning from yourself, seeing my body weight coming down kind of like each week, but also still having that balance to enjoy some food with the missus and a barbecue and maybe the odd couple of drinks. I feel like I've been doing that okay recently, but I think the next 8 weeks it's definitely going to help with my adherence and I wouldn't say motivation, because I don't think I've missed a session, and I would never dream of missing a session in what's it been now, maybe like 16, 18 weeks. And I'm enjoying the training. The training's never an issue. I think, like you said, it's just trying to balance the summer, the football, the social events. But I think definitely having something in the book will really improve adherence over the weekends. Even just this weekend was probably the best weekend I've had in a long, long time. So like you said, calories today were probably back down to probably like 2.3. Last night we did go out for a tie, but I think I might have been up to maybe 3.2, 3.3, 3.4 maybe. I think what I did let myself down was last weekend. So I was out on the Saturday, did my check on the Sunday, and then we basically had a barbecue on the Sunday, but it was, rather than kind of what we normally do would be protein and salad or protein and veggies, it was a bit more kind of burgers and stuff like that. And then obviously the football was on, so we did have a couple of beers in the evening and there was like snacks around, so I was just basically let myself down a little bit. Accuracy was very low. I think I had about 4,000 calories, but it could have been a bit more than that. 4,500 I put down. So I did see a bit of a jump in my weight. Obviously, a lot of that was just going to be a lot of water retention and glycogen stores. But, from being down at 89.1, I was up to kind of like 91.7, I think, on the Monday, Tuesday. So a little bit disappointing, but I'm kind of like aware that, it's obviously not just adipose tissue and fat gain. A lot of that will just be energy stored in as glycogen. So I just got back into my normal eating, got back into my normal steps, and then 4 measurements over the course of the week with kind of like 91.7, 90.1 a few days later. Friday was 89.4, and then on Saturday morning I was back down at my weight I was the previous week, which was 89.1. So I wouldn't say no damage caused, but it was a bit, that's the kind of bit frustrating that I kind of see my weights kind of stagnate for the first time in a few weeks. But yeah, that's kind of totally myself to blame. Just got a few notes here. Yeah, like I said, just talking about the holiday in 8 weeks, basically 8 weeks yesterday. So whether you want to put me on a deload next week or push again for next week and then look to do a deload the week after. I did put a pair of swimming shorts on today, and they were really tight around the legs, not the waist, which is always a bonus. So I'm definitely feeling like I've put some good size on my legs, because they were just really, really tight around the kind of obviously upper thigh, quads area. So if we do a deload next week, I'm looking forward to getting some more photos taken. I think I'm a couple of kilos lighter than I was maybe 6 weeks ago, which is good. And then I'll be intrigued to do some measurements just to see where I am, because I didn't do those last time. I'm trying to think what else to say, really. That's it, really. Just, yeah, like I said, training was great. I felt really, really strong all week. You know, it was great to, like I said, it was quite nice just going in and not having an exercise where I was a bit potentially feeling a niggle. So with someone like the crossovers, it was just quite nice to get on the incline Smith and really just hammer it and not have any fear or any kind of niggles. Yeah, still seem to be making a bit of progress. My Bulgarians, I think because I was doing the Smith squat and that wasn't really working for me. Jumping back into the Bulgarians, I felt like my legs were strong, so I think that's why I probably jumped up from 30 to 34, just because I felt really, really strong in the movement. I've got one hand holding a 34 kilo dumbbell, the other hand I'm one resting on the box, so I feel like my balance is good and I can really just put the weight through that movement. Laterals are feeling good again, 9 kilos, managed to get a few extra reps out this week. Chin's an extra rep. And that's it, really. I think I have been doing just a cable curl, but it's been causing me a little bit fatigue in my forearms, so I did mix that up to like a decline curl this week just to try that out, and that felt really, really good. So that might be one I look to use in the future. So yeah, it was basically just really hitting the biceps and nothing on the forearms. Yeah, looking forward to hearing from you. Hope you've had a good weekend. Hope you've been out in the sun. I know I certainly have. I'm sitting here sunburnt to shit. Yeah, hope you're well. Look forward to hearing from you, and I'll speak to you tomorrow. Cheers.